Yes, and I looked them over, I didn't see anything, did you?
No, I thought they looked good.
All right, I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes from the last meeting as presented.
And I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Do you want me to note Jeff as being
Yeah,
absent?
well, no, Jeff being absent, clerk, legal, and 2 board members are present. We have a special guest back there keeping us on track with our media, so thank you very much for visiting today. And let's move on into reports, oral and written. We have the late fee and leak adjustment report. George?
Yes, of course, that's just for our review, but I looked it over and appreciate they both looked appropriate, so.
I think so too. You have to make all the motions.
I don't think we have to make a motion on
Oh,
that.
no, that we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just acknowledge that we've received it.
Received it.
All right.
So,
All right, so we'll move along then. Do we have any unfinished business? All right, seeing that, we'll move into new business, and I believe Jeremy is up.
Yeah, the first item is just a pay application for ongoing engineering work for Winona Avenue in the amount of $6,930, and that is to Structure Point, as we continue to work towards a future plan for redoing Winona Avenue.
So I see in your memo, you've got a draft of possible roadway spacing layout, and now you're gonna start working with the business owner.
So the business owners have seen the first draft. We've done 2 other drafts since then. They did a draft that I didn't like, and I told them to redo it. So we have a 3rd draft that I shared with a group of community partners we put together to kind of review, and as they review that, then we'll get it out to the business owners for their comment.
All right, great. Nice to see this moving along.
yes, based on your recommendation, I'll move we approve the pay app as presented.
And I'll second that. All in favor? All right, and then you also have another bond payment for us.
Yeah, so the second item is pay application 13 for the street department facility, ongoing construction. This pay application is in the amount of $562,958.94. We have bi-weekly construction meetings. I was out there yesterday, went through all of the work to date, and recommend that we approve this pay application. If you haven't been out there, all the concrete floors are poured, roofs on, most of the interior paneling is starting to be completed. Garage doors are up, HVAC, fire suppression system, and electrical work is being done. So a lot going on, a lot happening out there. It's all kind of going quickly. They started work on the Ryan building as well. So, you know, the project's moving forward nicely, and hopefully Dustin and his crew will have a partially completed building to use this winter.
Saw all the skids with all the doors, a lot of doors.
Yeah, a lot of doors.
I'll move we approve the pay app.
And I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, and then, I guess Joel, you're up.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Just requesting permission to accept a reimbursement grant from Indiana Work and Learn. This is a 50% reimbursement grant for the wages for 2 work-based learning students through the Russell Area Career Center. And this was approved by the board, or excuse me, of the territory board on Tuesday.
Well, I know this has been a worthwhile program, and we've gotten some interest in keeping local people.
Yes, we've hired 2 people out of our co-op program that we've had, so again, a nice revenue stream for them to stay in the community and stay with us, so.
I'll move we approve the grant.
I always like accepting money, so I'll second that.
All right, sounds good.
All in favor? Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
First up, we got the new hire and change in payroll report. You'll notice that we've got several part-time positions on here. These are all work-based learning students that are going to come into our departments, working with our department heads to get some experience in the lack of municipal government. So we got 4 at the airport, 2 at the fire department, and we will have 1 in the planning department. The one from the planning department is actually from Lakeland Christian, which is our first work-based learning student from there, since I've been here. So it's nice that that program's starting to spread out. We're able to accommodate more students.
Got a couple of new hires.
Yes, 2 new firefighters have made it through their pitch board physicals, so they're ready to come on board and start. We had a gentleman out of wastewater that obtained his Class A CDL, so we'll give him a stipend for that. And then a couple position transfers.
I think it looks like a good crew. What do you think, George?
Looks like a pretty good list, so I'll make a motion we accept the new hire and the change report.
And I'll second that. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Right. Then moving along to.
Yep. Travel request, we've got 4 travel requests. They're all from Public Works and the Street Department to go to the Indiana Street Commissioners Convention in Muncie at the end of September.
Yeah, those look appropriate.
It looks like a group of trouble, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this going, are we sure?
Might be.
No, it's a good crew. They're gonna go down and do good things for us.
Yeah, I'll move we approve the travel request as presented.
And I'll second that. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deb.
And Justin, you have a change order.
Yes, so before you is change order 1 for our contract with the Warsaw Public Arts Commission and a photographer, Grant Beachy. He documented the America 250 celebrations this summer. Due to a rain delay, he had to make an extra trip. So the Arts Commission thought it would be fair to reimburse him for his time, where he had to make that extra trip to take photographs of those events. So before you use that change order, this is all covered under the grant that we received from KCCRBC. So the grant funds will cover everything included in this change order. So it brings the total contract amount from $38.35 to $4,056.92. So just a couple $100 change order for that travel expense.
Do you know what they intend to do with that video?
So it's I think 100 photos that they'll process. I think it's going to give us more than that as well. And the Arts Commission intends to print and use those images for an arts walk this fall. So plans are still tentative on that, but they plan to display them in various places, including City Hall, the gallery there. So really excited about some of the early photos we've seen already. I haven't seen the full batch yet, but they're really nice photos.
I'll make a motion we approve the change order.
I'll second that. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. Moving along. We have police, dissolution of
Yes.
grass capsule.
Yes, earlier this week, I received a phone call from Ashley Hughes. Ashley is the owner of Fast Catch 2.0. She was requesting during a conversation that she have her permits terminated due to her business no longer, due to the closure of her business. So therefore, I asked her to attach a letter that I can present to you, making that request for.
Yeah, it's been, it was a while back that she stopped, right?
She started in April of this year, and then now she's getting out of it.
Oh,
I do have, one of the drivers has interest in starting again, and they are clear on the proper application forms needed to be able to do that.
Okay, well, this sounds appropriate, so I'll make a motion we accept the termination, assuming that's what
Yeah, this is the only exciting part of the day. No, I have the first of two contracts before you that I'm seeking your approval on behalf of the Public Works Department, and really on behalf of the entire city. Our ArcGIS environment and our Elements or Enterprise Asset Management software has become absolutely crucial to our daily operations. To put it simply, we've outgrown it. Our environment can't really handle what we're pushing to it. So with the help of some professional services that the Public Works Department secured last year, we worked with Esri, ArcGIS, to develop a roadmap, if you will, moving forward, to have the proper IT infrastructure in place to run what we're running the most efficiently, and cost efficiently, to keep Mary chugging along and feeding our employees in our departments the information that they need. I don't wanna go into too many details, but here in the not so recent past, we had a bit of an outage where we did not suffer any data loss, but we felt the pain of not having that data at our fingertips. That is not the reason why we jumped to look at this solution. We've been working on getting this solution in front of you all for approval for probably about 8 to 9 months, along with Esri and Cybertech Systems, which is a close Esri partner. That's what they do. They take those roadmaps and the engineering that Esri develops alongside working with us, to then really lay out what we go to a company like Cybertech, so that they know exactly what our needs are, so that they can build and design and engineer it. So moving into a contract like this, it would be then a fully managed ArcGIS cloud environment that we would also, because the Elements software that we use is so closely intertwined with pulling data back and forth between our ArcGIS databases, that they kind of have to live in the same environment. And I'll go into that portion in the next contract, the smaller contract that we have with the Elements owner, Excella. So basically, I'd love to field any questions that you may have, and the short explanation is we're taking all of our GIS information and software systems that it takes to run that. There's a lot more complicated than that, but literally lift that up into the cloud, configure it in a way that it will run the most efficiently, and then fire it up online. That process should take about 7 weeks, as laid out in the scope of work.
I've seen there's been the national news, a couple cyber attacks on municipalities in Minnesota. Would this kind of strengthen?
So that's what I'm really excited about, getting this type of software off premise. We're not to get into too many of the things that we do to keep ourselves protected, but we have very good security. This security is unmatched compared to the money that it would take and the time and personnel to do it here locally. So that's one thing from an IT perspective that you can't see me jumping for joy if you actually approve this, but I will be.
That could be interesting.
I will be, but you're correct, cybersecurity is absolutely a major daily concern of mine. I was just on a call with IoT, the FBI, and ISAC yesterday or the day before, specifically targeting wastewater and water SCADA systems. So it's very much a daily concern. But we do have blood pressure medicine and all kinds of other meds that we can take to try to help stay calm through it. But we have a lot of partners. We have a lot of state, federal partners that help us, give us, feed us information, and things that we may just not have the time to.
The only question I have is, why is this only for 1 year?
It's a 3-year contract. The
Okay.
first year is $110,565, and then it scales back on the other year 2 and 3.
So once they get the system set up, then it won't be as expensive.
Correct, it drops down the second and third year. The first initial, they're out of the 110, there's, roughly $26,000 in taking our information, our software program, rebuilding in their environment. It wasn't a large portion, but that was for the increase in the,
So this particular contract that we're approving today is just for that first year then?
well, it's a 3-year contract, but the first year is what we're asking for to pay it, but we are entering into a 3-year agreement.
Okay, so Scott, how do we,
Well, I think we can approve the contract for 3 years and approve this year's payment of the $110,000.
okay, so.
110, 565.
So that would be two separate motions, so you want to make a motion first to approve the contract?
I just have a couple questions.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So it looks like there's 5 appropriations, and so various departments are using it. Do you know who's kicking in?
Public Works, wastewater, building and planning, cemetery.
And Howard?
That's it. Just what you mentioned.
And then I have, in the actual contract from the vendor, Cybertech, I just want to point out, and I think it's important, is 3.4 prohibited data. It says in there that they're asking you to make sure that you do not provide any prohibited data to them because they don't want to be responsible for it. I just want to make sure there's a process that we make sure that each of those departments are aware of. Do you see that 3.4 prohibited data here towards the bottom of what he gave us?
Yes. Yeah,
I'm not sure what
Yeah.
data we provide.
we don't,
I just want to make sure that that's clear for each of those departments, that
Sure.
we're not accidentally providing any data that
sure,
they don't want us to provide.
sure.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I can see the different verticals and different markets where that would definitely be the case, but I'll circle back with, just to make sure that there isn't information in there that I'm not aware of, but we don't have any PII in there that would be relevant to that.
Well, this is separate from the, software the police department uses, correct?
Oh, yeah, it has nothing to do with,
Those things listed here, like,
yeah,
relevant there, but not,
no, it's completely separate.
that is right. George, when we had the wage committee, we've been just looking at, succession plans or plans for the future, and so we asked the team to come in, Brady came in, Mary came in, Nick was there, and we just looked at what the plan was gonna be going forward, so that we weren't playing catch-up, but we were being proactive, and so part of this comes out of that.
I was on some of the original wage committees, and we've come a long way.
Yeah.
Back then, we were looking at dual insurance, we changed it, made the original changes and all this.
Sure.
I guess that means I'm old as dirt.
I think Jeff said we have to get renamed because of everything we're doing, so.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's very important. Or are you comfortable with the approving this contract?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, but that's pertinent, that you remembered what he said about that, just give him
Yep.
that.
Absolutely.
Well, if that's the case, I will, make a motion, we approve the contract with Cybertech Systems as presented.
And I'll second that. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Then the second motion would be for this pay application.
And I'll make a motion that we approve the pay application for the first year.
I don't think there was a claim for the application submitted.
Oh, there wasn't.
Just the amount.
Should be.
That's just what, when we get the billing, that's just how it's.
Oh, then we'll,
It's split out on the
Okay.
claim, which would be a different docket
okay,
whenever we get that
Well, I think we're approving them to enter into the contract, and then they'll receive an invoice for that,
Yes.
that number, and they've got money PO'd for it, or appropriated for it, so it will be PO'd for it, and then we'll approve that claim.
So we've done enough for today.
We need a motion to approve the contract.
We did that.
And I
So then
did
we're
that,
done.
okay,
Okay.
but we don't have to, yeah, all right. And you
Okay.
seconded it, we voted for it, I think.
Well,
Then part two is the Acela,
the second contract is, we, basically, if we're moving our ArcGIS environment, to that cloud, I'm asking for the $3,600 in the contract with Excella to do their part of lifting up our elements environment into that new cloud environment too. There's just some reconfiguration, there's some just manual labor that has to be done in order to make, our elements software reconnect back into that new ArcGIS environment.
and it looks like this is coming out of the street department main budget, equipment and repairs.
Yes.
I'm sure it's not in his head, so.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve that contract to, Sella Elements.
And I'll second that. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion
Thank you.
passes. All right, then Dustin, you have an HVAC pay application.
Yes, so submit for your approval pay application number 9, from Toro Mechanical Services, in the amount of $191,659.80. It's for HVAC improvements here at City Hall. This work has been inspected and certified also by our city engineer. Kyle has taken a look at it. Majority of this work was for phase 4, which was the mayor and HR's office. Just a few finishing touches going on there, but the project is getting dangerously close to nearing completion, so getting very close.
Looks appropriate, so I'll make a motion, we approve the pay application as presented.
And I'll second that. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And so within this, this might be a good opportunity to make an announcement from our clerk treasurer.
Oh, the next Board of Works will be back at City Hall, because all the meetings will start taking place back at City Hall on August 18th.
So beginning August 18th, all meetings will be at the city, also the next board of works, which is on
The 21st.
will be held at City Hall. All right, thank you for that, letting us know there, Dustin.
Oh, you are totally fine. I think everybody is ready to get back, and I'm sure the PD is ready to have their training center fully back to themselves, so.
Yes.
Okay, next item, we have a requesting permission to solicit sealed quotes for some pulled-up patching, milling, resurfacing, and new pavement markings for the city parking lot, located at Buffalo and Jefferson Street, the large city lot there. Funding for this project will be available through EDIT, but looking forward to getting that, parking lot kind of back up into snuff and prepared to rent out parking spaces for the future, so. As far as the solicitation that you're looking at, in the back, we are gonna make one amendment before we send that out. With your approval, we are going to have, the sealed quotes be delivered to the clerk's office by 10 a.m. on 8/21 instead of end of the day on 8/17, and we'll read those aloud at the Board of Works meeting on the 21st there.
So the quotes are due on the 17th.
No, the quotes will be due on the 21st. We will make that change. I didn't catch that at the beginning, but we will make that change to have those, available right up until basically the meeting and walk out and, open those bids at that public meeting as they come in.
So what you would like is for us to approve this with that change?
Yes, if you would please.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion that we, grant them permission to solicit sealed quotes with the changes that Dustin just described.
And I'll second that. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Thank you.
Joe.
I'm
just, requesting permission to purchase a 2026-27 case loader. The year, we got both of them down just due to availability. That'll be purchased through RPM Machinery, in the amount of $165,937.33. That price does, include a trade-in of a 2016 Volvo loader that we have currently. I had Damien run some numbers on the Volvo, and we have actually spent $68,000 in repairs on that, so we've decided to upgrade that to a case, which we already have the same model in our inventory now, so it'll help save on inventory for filters and whatnot too. And those funds are gonna come out of the street department 2026 main budget for equipment.
I did, you know, Joe's a good shopper, he saved 29% off the.
I read your letter, I always appreciate the city attorney reviewing this, because these are rather large purchases. And so it's good that he gives his approval on another layer of making sure things are done right. That sounds like a good deal. So, if you're okay with this, I'll make a motion that we grant them permission to purchase the case loader